Meanwhile, the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania recently announced misdated or undated mail-in ballots will not be counted in the upcoming election. Fox 43's Robert Stover joins us and shares what led to the High Court's decision and how it could make an impact in November.
Evan, the state Supreme Court has ruled in a 4-3 vote to overturn a Commonwealth Court decision regarding mail-in ballots. It's just 2 weeks after Commonwealth Court ruled in favor of nonpartisan community organizations to end the disqualification of mail-in ballots with incorrect or ineligible dates on envelopes. In a narrow decision, Pennsylvania's Supreme Court vacated a lower court ruling to count mail-in ballots with missing or incorrect handwritten dates. Marian Schneider with American Civil Liberties Union of Pennsylvania says the decision is a setback for voters.
There have been many other cases under statutory construction claims under the Pennsylvania Election Code and also under the Federal Civil Rights Act that had also challenged the same provision, but this was the first case that challenged the constitutionality of that provision.
In May, several nonpartisan groups led by the Black Political Empowerment Project sued election boards in Allegheny and Philadelphia counties, as well as Secretary of State Al Schmidt. The suit argued that disqualifying ballots violates protections under the Pennsylvania Constitution. The state Supreme Court vacated the case because the lawsuit failed to name all 67 Pennsylvania counties as defendants.
It was vacated on procedural grounds alone. The state Supreme Court did not address any of the merits of our claim at all.
The groups who filed the suit say the decision could put thousands of voters at risk of having their ballots rejected in November.
Before these decisions came down in August and September, counties were not permitted to count ballots that were missing a date or had a date that was deemed incorrect, and that is still the law in Pennsylvania. So there's really no change there. And the second thing is, we're considering what the next steps might be.
Fox 43 reached out to the Department of State for comment. A spokesperson replied in part, quote, "Friday's decision is disappointing and leaves unanswered the important question of whether the dating requirement violates the Pennsylvania Constitution," end quote. And I also emailed the state Supreme Court to learn what other factors might have led to that decision. A spokesperson responded saying the court's opinion speaks for itself. Two Democrats joined both Republicans on the Supreme Court decision to vacate the lower court ruling. Evan.
So, Robert, what about counties that were not involved in the lawsuits? Any idea how they're reacting?
Evan, I reached out to election offices in York, Lebanon, Lancaster, and Adams County. I briefly spoke to the Elections and Voter Registration Director with Adams County, who says it's too soon to comment. I did not hear back from the others at this point. Robert Stover, Fox 43 News.
All right, Robert, thank you so much.